In the summer of 2008, Sarah and I got to, as part of doing some missions training for some young adults in the UK, we got to take a group of, there was a total of 9 of us into China to practice sharing our faith and relying on God. And we started off pretty easy. We landed in Hong Kong, which is still very westernized and very modern, and you know, still had McDonald's and all of the good stuff that we're used to. And we were there for a few weeks. Then we started slowly moving in more inland to China, and it seemed the further in we got, the more rustic our living conditions and our comforts were. When we got there, it was pretty apparent right off the bat. We were in the rural mountain setting of this little Chinese village where they literally grew rice and tobacco. The whole purpose of us going into this village, this specific village, was to sort of engage the children that were there. A lot of their parents had moved away to find jobs in bigger cities, and the grandparents were there tending to the fields all day. More than that, there were no comforts. In fact, I couldn't even sleep in the same bed with my wife on account of it was culturally insensitive for us to sleep in the same bed because we were man and woman, even if we were married. So I got to share a bunk with the only other guy on our team, this little British kid who was 18, and there were 2 of us. He was pretty tall, actually, and we were both kind of crammed into this straw bed, and my wife had to sleep by herself. Some of the other girls on the team slept in a different house and slept on the floor. It was rustic. There was no running water. There was electricity, but and at this point, this was about the midway point of our 2-month trip into China, and we were all pretty fatigued. The honeymoon phase was over, and I was the sickest I had been on the whole trip. And I remembered thinking to myself, I'm not enjoying this. I'm not enjoying this at all. And I remember thinking, God, I don't believe that you called me to this work for me to just endure it and to tolerate being here, just to get through it and look back and go, man, I'm glad I'm never going to have to do that again. I really want to be here in the moment, and I want to find the joy in the outreach and the work that you've called us to. And so I started feeling all of this conviction. I started feeling like, man, I'm unable to really kind of get past all of these feelings again. None of our comforts were there. None of the joy, things that bring us joy in this world were sort of surrounding us. So I kind of went off into one of the little rooms that I could find, and I did have my guitar, and I kind of pulled that out, and I just started praying and singing. And I could just kind of prayed out this prayer, and ended up kind of singing it out. It was very simple. Just bring about joy, bring about passion, bring about everything that I can't imagine right in this moment. And I really felt like God saying to me, Sean, you haven't really surrendered everything to me. You're still looking ahead to when you're going to be done with this. But you're right, I have called you to this work, and I want you to find the fullness of joy, not necessarily in your conditions, not in your surroundings, not in the things that you have or don't have, but in me. I want you to find the joy in me, because I am where your joy will be fulfilled.
Bring about mercy, bring about love, bring about everything that can only come from above, and bring about life, bring about hope, and bring about faith, bring about truth, bring about grace, bring about peace, bring about joy.